Hello, back for another episode of the Chris Costanzo podcast. It is the day after the midterm elections. The election results are in for it looks like most places that are not in the middle of a recount right now. And it looks like the results are the Democrats took the House by more than what they needed as far as seats. And the Republicans maintained control of the Senate. And I cannot tell you how frustrating it is that at 34 years of age, I don't really know what that means. I don't. It means something good if you're a Democrat, and something good if you're a Republican. But yeah, I figured I'd know more about just stuff at this point in my life, in my adult life, like the stuff like that my parents and adults when I was a kid just knew. I thought that there was like, you would just, someone along the road would teach you that kind of stuff, and I don't know. Maybe they did, I wasn't listening. But just, there's so many things that I just, like, I figured, like, the stock market. Like, I have no fucking clue investing in stocks and bonds or whatever you do with money there. I don't know. Just a bunch of people standing around computers yelling at each other. Buy low, sell high. That's all I know. That might even not be right. It might be the other way around. No, why would you buy high? That doesn't make any sense. Sell low. That'd be a doomed business plan if your plan was to buy high, sell low. You're really a shrewd businessman. So yeah, aside from that, like, I really don't know what the hell. I'm not even going to go into that. I'm just looking forward to not hearing fucking political ads and people talking about politics, because yeah, it gets old real fast, and like I've said before, you're never going to change anybody's mind, so just move on. Another 2 years now until we got to hear it all again with the next presidential election. Let's see, really tired today. The fucking goddamn rooster next door, I am going to kill this thing. And my neighbors listen to this, so hopefully they hear this and just kill it for me. That fucking rooster. Oh my god. It's like 3 a.m. and that rooster's just going on in the backyard. It's dark out. Like a fucking dumb bird. You're supposed to do it when the sun comes up. Like once. Haven't you ever seen a fucking cartoon? This thing does it all day long. Just fucking all fucking day. I think it's just because it doesn't like me. Birds in general fucking hate me, I think. Birds do not like me. I've been fucking shit on by birds like 7 times in my life. Like, that's about 6 times more than anybody I've ever met. Like, going all the way back to when I was a kid. I remember elementary school, I played saxophone. I was walking down the street to go to the fucking school for a little concert. I was all dressed up. Just walking down the sidewalk towards the school, and fucking bird just shit right down the fucking front of me. Hit me on the top of the head and right down my shirt. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that was like a 1 in a million shot. Then it just fucking kept on happening throughout my life. Just fucking birds shitting on me. I was sitting at the beach one time, just at a picnic table, trying to eat some food or something, and fucking seagull just shits right on me. Bird shit on me. Fucking birds. Birds are the dumbest animals in the world. I can't stand fucking. You know who's dumber than birds? Is people who have birds as pets. Fucking stupid pet. First of all, it's a bird, and you put it in a cage, which it probably fucking hates you for that. But second, any animal that you can just fucking throw a towel over its cage and just be like, it's nighttime, go to sleep, and they're like, okay, out, dummy. Stupid birds. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to plot to kill this fucking rooster. We might have chicken for Thanksgiving. Goddamn rooster, I could not fucking sleep. Thank God my daughter sleeps through it, though. She doesn't get woken up on that. But, yeah, fucking roosters. Ugh. Then on top of that, I was taking a freaking shower this morning trying to wake up, and there's a giant-ass fucking spider up in the top corner of the bathroom in the shower. That is like the worst. Like I am like deathly afraid of spiders, and I don't know why. It's just one of those irrational fears that people have, and that is me. So, like, there's nothing worse for me than being, like, cornered in the shower and looking up and just seeing a spider. You have, like, no fucking clothes on. You're just helpless. And you try to grab that stupid shower head and wash it down the wall. Never really works right. And then it, like, hangs out in the drain there for, like, 20 minutes as you blast it with hot water. And the thing's just sitting there. Ugh, spiders. I fucking hate spiders. Kill them all. That's my philosophy on spiders. And I always get people. They're always like, if you're gonna fucking counter the spiders are evil argument with fucking they eat all the bugs. They eat all the bugs. Guess what? Stupid. I don't fucking mind the other bugs. It's the fucking spiders. I don't want spiders. I've never sat there and saw a fucking fly in the ceiling in my shower and fucking huddled over into the corner to wash the thing down with like fucking just fear coursing through my veins. Fucking, so let me get this straight. Your answer to fucking spiders is let's have, like, your solution is let's have less bugs and more spiders because the spiders eat the bugs. Like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Spiders eat the bugs. I'm not fucking worried about the other bugs. I don't want a goddamn spider on me. I've never almost shit my pants because I felt something on my arm and I looked down and it's a butterfly. But if there's a goddamn spider crawling up my arm, oh fuck, man, I'm breaking some shit. Like, I literally almost, like, killed myself one time. I was walking out my front door, and, like, you're kind of, like, looking out into the yard as you walk out the front door, but you notice that there's something right in front of your face, so you stop, and there's a spider just dangling, like, 3 inches from the front of my face, and my just knee-jerk reaction was to punch it as hard as I can, so I, like, swung downward, and I hit the spider, but, like, it's a fucking spider, so it didn't absorb any of the impact, so my arm just kept going, and I punched myself square in the dick, and, like, fell down on the porch and almost threw up. It was, like, the worst pain I ever felt, and it was just, I hit this thing as hard as I fucking could, and right in the dick, down on my knees, just for, like, 5-10 minutes, tears in my eyes, about to throw up from the pain. Fucking spiders. Hate them. My fucking sister's a weirdo. She loves them. She takes fucking close-up fucking photography of spiders. I gotta see that shit when I log on to Facebook because they're fucking spiders. And now she's got like 3 or 4 fucking tarantulas that she's raising. You know, be heaven is just feeling that fucking just gooey crunch under your shoe just as you step on that fucking thing. And just explodes underneath you. Stupid spiders. They eat the bugs. Let's get some bugs that fucking eat spiders. That's some shit I can get down on. They're like, there's lots of bugs out today. Yeah, but they eat fucking spiders. Cool. Alright, let them do their thing. I'd be all about that. But, yeah. Fucking, I don't do spiders, and a lot of people in my life know that, so I constantly get fucked with all the time. My 5-year-old son, when he was 3, he had this big plastic rubber tarantula, and this kid, when he was 3 years old, knew how to fuck with daddy. And I would come home from work, and I walk, and this kid has patience too, because normally when a kid that age is playing a joke on you, you know something's up, because they're like begging you to go do something you wouldn't normally do. No, this kid just sat there in the living room just kind of watching his TV shows, and then I got up to get a beer out of the fridge after I got out of work, and he just kind of, I noticed, like, it didn't even occur to me, but he just kind of got up and followed me in slowly. Nothing up. I open the fridge, and I grab a beer, and behind the beer is this fucking spider just sitting on the case of beer behind the open ones, and, like, I literally dropped the beer on the ground, fucking blew up everywhere, and I'm like, "Wah, what the fuck?" And he's just dying. So I get fucked with all the goddamn time. But I appreciate that from him because it's awesome. Like, the kid is going to grow up like me and just enjoy fucking with people. Like, that's the fun. You know, when you get a great reaction out of somebody, you scare the shit out of him or play a really good prank, that's just, like, awesome. And he enjoys the hell out of it. So, you know what? You're getting one over on Dad. If you can get one over on Dad, good for you, kiddo. Yeah, so, other news here. Let's see. If you hate your job, just be glad. Things could be worse. I think we all hate our job at some point, or there's something that we don't like. Just be glad you don't work in China, because apparently there's some managers at a business in China are in jail now because video surfaced of them making their workers drink pee, drink urine, whip them with belts, and make them eat cockroaches if they don't hit sales plans and goals. Like, what the fuck is going on in China, man? Like, how does that even come about? How bad do you need your job where you're going to put up with that? Like, do they mention that in the interview when you sit down and they're like, all right, Bob, it's probably not Bob, it's like Fong or Ping, something like that. And they're like, all right, so, yeah, we have quarterly incentive plan where if you hit your sales targets, you qualify for, up to 15% of your salary as a quarterly bonus and blah, blah, blah. Okay, sounds good, yeah, Well, are you interested in the position? Yeah, is there anything else, no, there's just, if you don't make sales, you're gonna want to make sales. You're gonna want to make sales. Yeah, you might have to, if you don't make sales, obviously the next quarter we want you to hit those sales, so as encouragement, you just gotta drink some pee. And would you even stop, what? Huh? Drink pee? Yeah, just like a bottle of pee. You can have it cold or warm, but if you don't hit your sales plans, yeah. Or we're gonna whip you with a belt. But, however, if you're not happy with your evaluation, we can raise it up to the next level if you just eat this bug. Like, fuck China, dude. Fuck China. Actually, though, there's some people I work for where, you know what, like, I would take an ass whooping rather than fucking have to listen to them lecture. Jesus Christ. One thing about working in fucking retail that is just ridiculous is for some reason every like store manager and on up in retail for some reason just feels like they have an honorary degree in psychology. Like they're like some master mind fucker, and it is so annoying. It's like, listen, you idiot, you started pushing carts 10 years ago and now you're doing this. Like you're not fucking Freud. Just shut the fuck up. But they all do that. But yeah, so drinking pee and whipping people, I mean, I don't know, depending on where you work. If you work at like Hooters in China, like, might be something I'm into. Minus the pee. Yeah, so yesterday I was out and I ran into a buddy, and he was with a couple of his friends and stuff, and we were all just kind of, I didn't know them, but I knew him, so we were talking and stuff, and I met his friends, and just kind of quick, like, hey, how's it going, in passing, and everything, and somebody mentioned a concert that somebody was going to, or something like that, and they asked me, like, oh, what kind of music do you listen to, like, one of the guys, and I was like, oh, I like a lot of metal and rock and stuff, and the dude's like, oh yeah, me too, like, I love rock, man, really into Imagine Dragons. What? Imagine like, just wanted to blast him in the fucking face. Imagine Dragons is not rock. Imagine Dragons is not rock. And the worst part is they play it on the fucking rock radio stations. Imagine Dragons. It's fucking just trash. Like, apparently there's band members in this band, but when you listen to the songs, it doesn't even sound like they're playing instruments. It just sounds like it's produced on some fucking music program. It's just terrible. That stupid song about the lightning. Ugh. The worst song ever. Worst song ever. I mean, it has to be one of them. I don't know. There's so many now. Pretty much you just go down the list of anything on the top 40, and in my opinion, it's one of the worst fucking songs ever. I don't know what I would consider the absolute worst song ever. There's plenty of genres of music where any song that I listen to is just garbage. Like fucking country music. Country music. It's either like complete backwoods fucking hillbilly sound, or it's just like pop music and it's country pop and everything sounds the fucking same. But these fucking people their fucking country music. Ugh. It's not hard, however, to pick like the fucking worst movie ever made, and that is fucking easy. I'm gonna say it right now, and if you disagree with me, just shut the fuck up, because you're wrong. It's garbage. Worst movie ever. Batman versus Superman. Waste of my time. What a fucking just... How do you fuck that up? It's Batman and Superman. Like, you could make 100 different movies and that could all be fucking awesome on that premise. And it's fucking... You ruined it. You ruined it, DC. You fucking suck. You can't make a good movie if fucking Steven Spielberg just threw one in your lap. You'd fuck it up. DC Comics makes the most goddamn awful movies ever. And yeah, I know, the original fucking Superman with Christopher Reeve was pretty good. And then, you know, like, other than that, that's about fucking it. Like, you had two fucking franchises of superhero right there that had both just come off of pretty decent movies. Like, you had, like, Man of Steel or whatever it was, which I thought was pretty good. I thought it was pretty cool. Like, they didn't go, like, all crazy. They just kept it, like, a pretty good story. And then you had the Christian Bale Batmans, which were, you know, unusually good, and we're really pretty good, with the exception of the last one with Bane. Like, that one was good. I just thought it was fucking like an hour and a half longer than it needed to be, and like Bane was not really that cool. And anybody who's like, fucking Bane, yeah, no, Bane, they could have picked, like, there's like a dozen other Batman villains that are cooler than Bane. And, yeah, I like Tom Hardy and everything, but I mean, come on, like, that fucking voice, like, that's who you pick, like, that's the voice you went with for that bad guy, like, you're this jacked, just fucking scary-ass fucking villain with a mask on, and you're gonna be like, "Ah, Batman, what are you doing?" Like, ugh, you sound like you should have, like, a monocle, and like fucking be like eating dinner at some socialite club, like, they say it's supposed to have weather coming up. It could get chilly. Perhaps I'll bring an umbrella. Like you're like some British aristocrat or something. Ugh. So, but that one wasn't too bad. It was just too fucking long. But Batman versus Superman. Ugh. Where do you even start with that pile of trash? Fucking Ben Affleck. That was your first mistake. You fucking put Ben Affleck as a... Like, if you couldn't see that was, like, Val Kilmer all over again, like, you're an idiot. Ben Affleck. Dude cannot act to save his fucking life. Don't get me wrong, I love his movies that he directed. Like, Gone Baby Gone was fucking one of my favorite movies. But he wasn't in it. He directed it. And he directed his little brother, Casey, and it was fucking amazing. If you have not seen that movie, I recommend seeing it, because it is one of the best movies you'll ever see. And then also The Town. He directed The Town. That was an awesome movie about bank robbers in Boston. But it wasn't as good as his first one, Gone Baby Gone, because he was in it, and like his fucking, like, he's from Boston and he couldn't even pull off a convincing Boston accent in that movie. It sounded like he was just completely, like, it was fucking worse than my shitty ass Mark Wahlberg impression. Batman vs. Superman, oh my god, it was so bad. Like, who the fuck, like, you're gonna put Lex Luthor and cast fucking Jesse Eisenberg as just, like, this fucking just douche that nobody, like, okay, you're gonna like, first of all, you can't beat Jesse Eisenberg, but you're gonna go fucking build a suit and take on Superman, like... But Jesse Eisenberg's whiny little bitch ass has got you at every corner. Like, it's so stupid. And that movie wasn't even, like, made to be a movie about Batman vs. Superman. It was just some shitty throwaway vehicle to randomly introduce, like, 5 other superheroes that you just, like, it was the weakest plot, like, tied together at the very end, so that you could have a Justice League movie come out at some point. They're just like, oh, what's he want on this file? Oh, it's files about these other people that obviously we're going to put in the next movie. Like, we have no way of tying it in, so it's just, this is what it is. Just stupidest movie ever. Ever. And at the end, they're fighting that gigantic fucking cave troll from Lord of the Rings. Like, it wasn't even creative the way they made it look. Doomsday or whatever the fuck it was supposed to be. I don't know, I don't follow comics, but god damn it, like, you could have made 100 different movies that were all badass with that premise, Batman vs. Superman, and you could have made them come out cool. Instead, you just churned out fucking shit. And then, in reality, how the fuck does that movie even last more than 2 seconds? It would be like, Batman would be like, I want to fight you. And Superman would be like, I don't want to fight. And be like, we're going to fight. And Superman would be like, okay. And then just pinch his head and he'd be dead. Like, that's all you gotta do. Like, the guy could move at fucking the speed of light. Like, dead. Like, Batman lasted 0.1 seconds of the movie Batman vs. Superman. And that's how it would really work. Like, if Superman can throw a tank, like, I don't care what metal you make your fucking suit out of. He could fucking just crush you into a fucking tin can. But it's just dumb. It was dumber even than anything that fucking Quentin Tarantino or Kevin Smith have ever made. They're just garbage, too. Fucking a lot of people love it when I say that, too. You don't like Quentin Tarantino? No, his fucking movies are garbage. They're just fake fucking never would happen garbage with extremely fucking too long dialogue. Same with Kevin Smith. Nobody fucking talks like that. Stop overwriting dialogue with these fucking monologues about, like, shit. God damn it. Awful movies, Kevin Smith. There you go right there. There's a fucking lowest common denominator. Kevin Smith always puts Ben Affleck in all his movies, and Batman vs. Superman is the worst movie I ever saw because there's Ben Affleck in it. Fucking terrible. You want to know a good movie that has Ben Affleck in it is fucking, like, Good Will Hunting, because he played like that, like a side part, not starring role. He was like Matt Damon's friend, and he was like actually like good in that movie. Like, it was entertaining to have him on screen, and now it's just like he just fucking like garbage. Same thing with Tarantino and Kevin Smith. These just long-ass monologues that nobody talks like that. You get it. You're just fucking saying something. Ugh. Nobody fucking agrees with me on Tarantino thing. But I don't care. It's fucking garbage. I hate watching fucking movies like that are just like fake. But hey, that's it for today's podcast. Thank you guys for listening. Please make sure to share this shit, get the word out there, like and subscribe. Also check out my YouTube channel, the Chris Costanzo Podcast. Gonna be having another one. I keep saying this is gonna be a weekly thing, and I think it's gonna be a little bit more like daily. This is very therapeutic for me, and I enjoy the hell out of it. So I at this point have not had a lack of things to talk about. So if you have any comments you want to say or anything, let me know. And if you have any